Okay, so hello and welcome to this week's Tech Plugged In. So we are going to be taking a look at the new things that have come out at Computex to do with Zen 2, X570 and PCIe Gen 4. I apologise for the terrible acoustics. This is not my house, I'm at my grandparents' at the moment on holiday. So with Zen 2 we have got several things. So Epic, the server grade hardware, is expected to come with 64 cores however we have no word on Threadripper. So we have several improvements from Zen 2 and the move to 7nm. So for example, we have a so-called 15% IPC uplift, so 15% increase in instructions per clock. This obviously must be taken with a grain of salt, and when independent reviewers such as say Linus Tech Tips review it, we will be able to validate these claims. Now we have the Ryzen 9 SKU has been teased, and this has 12 cores and 24 threads, further increasing the performance of the top of the line on AM4. Now we have seen that they are targeting all of Intel's large markets with mobile processors and the Epic as well as the mainstream platform. Now we have got a large amount of partner uptake with things such as 30 ASUS X570 boards and more. So this shows that whatever AMD has shown these partners, it is good because they have given it a broad range of support, as a number of boards would usually only be reserved for Intel at launch. Now finally, the new aim for Zen 2, so Ryzen 3000 series chips, will have slight changes and may not be supported on all motherboards. So you need to check with your board manufacturer that it is actually ready for Ryzen 3000 and some of the increased power demands when overclocking. So now on to X570. So as I said, there are 30 ASUS boards, which is surprising, and 6 ROG boards. So this is a very large number for the very top end of the spectrum. We've obviously seen boards from Gigabyte, BioStar, MSI and more. However, this is just what I could find around the internet. Now, the TDP of the new X570 chipset is actually 15 watts. It's actually 11 watts. So this is getting dangerously close to the 15 watts of Intel's U-series mobile processors. So this is why you will see that all of the chips have active cooling. Now if you look at AMD support diagrams, you'll see that on this new chipset you lose support for the first gen Ryzen chips. This is slightly interesting, as AMD had said they would support all of these to the end until 2020. However, it is to be expected, as the ROM on a motherboard is only so big, so they can only have so much support. Finally, the big thing with these new chips is the fact that they have PCIe Gen 4. So this is what is supposedly sucking up so much power in the chipset, giving the need for active cooling. And MSI has actually put server grade traces on their motherboards to deal with the signaling and to make sure you don't get any bandwidth loss. And now we're finally going to be taking a look at the much anticipated PCIe Gen 4. Now many people are saying that this isn't worth it as your investment due to the fact that graphics cards don't use it. However, the new Navi GPUs are expected to use it, and obviously with it being next generation PCIe, it comes with the increase in bandwidth with double the bandwidth of Gen 3. So this now gives it 2 GB a second per lane. giving you on an X16 slot 32 gigabytes a second. So it still maintains legacy support, so your PCIe Gen 3 or possibly Gen 2 graphics cards will still work in it. And there are some devices that are supporting it straight away, so Navi, and there are several new storage devices that will use it as well. So this also is showing how AMD is leapfrogging Intel in terms of technology, with them beating Intel to the punch with this new standard. So currently the only devices that support it on the CPU and motherboard side is a 3rd gen Ryzen chip with an X570 motherboard, though you will expect that when the B550 comes out, that will support it as well. So one thing that's quite interesting is there have been 15 gigabyte a second SSD RAIDs from Gigabyte, where you have an expansion card that takes up an X16 slot with 4x slots on it for SSD, so you can have 8 terabytes of NVMe storage with very high access speeds. So this will bring new things for heavy workloads. So people say you are using a program that requires a large amount of RAM and you simply cannot put any more on. This sort of thing could give you that performance you need with the page file. So now, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please feel free to like this video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more content like this.